Welcome to Event VODs. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
For that CC lock, but I think with the long-range CC from the side, just make it very annoying to lane against them.
Perseverance early is not that great, but it's still, you know, HP regen as Mickey won't have that same luxury, will he? He gets burnt down to about 75 HP, 60 in the end as well. He'll pop the pot. The animal.
Yeah, Razok just going to pop his head in and see that blue was just taken, so should know 113's here, but...
Hello. He does good base damage early, doesn't he? Really good base damage early, and you wonder why this champion's banned. 1, 2, 3 is the heal, and the flash from Razok. Dreadline hits a wall in the end. The 3v3 ensues, and Upset won't be able to root down until eventually. But Paris has already
kind of been what BDS have struggled with, which is around objective setting up early. And now in this bottom side, here comes 113 though.
The Paris could be in trouble. Mickey's going to dodge away from the dredge line. Upset low on manos, 113 into the wall. Again, that drift went for ages, and Razok gets the aftershock. Bodied, and again, Dwayne is going to look for some more shots. 113, 1, 2, 3. Another auto needed, and he dies. The Scorpion King for first blood as Mickey, he ain't safe either. Trying to kite back. Another rock picked up a dredge line. Upset 2 is just getting autoed, and again, this champion, early game.
But Upset ends up flashing in the way and ends up falling for his support's life.
I mean, that Shattered Earth auto attack damage melee is just crazy. Already such good stuff being picked up. The Grub's already picked up 2 pieces of BDS's. I'm just going to watch and see how Razok starts catching back up here. A little bit behind in gold, but the Zyra is clear. Is inevitably going to be faster, it feels like, as level 6 now hit 2 is a big surface point to touch on. As the bottom lane should be joining there too. And we know second pair of Grubs, usually a big fight comes out of the blue. And one of the biggest points of the game is
his off-screening is great. And now he's starting to threaten turret plates. Irrelevant steps up. They get the knockback.
It's definitely not going to work out well if Razok gets in the mix as well. The plants have joined in and electrocute down. Irrelevant just has to go to the left, but down to the earth he goes instead.
Great decision making there. No, he specifically stripped apart a Captain Flowers. So.
Ah, yes. It's good. That Diamond Scorpion is... I said second Grubs felt like that'd be the turning point, or at least the starting point maybe for BDS, as Razok's trying to walk on in, but we already get a charm. The quickness is out. Impale is out, though. Razok doesn't have a chance. Hit into places. The Between Worlds keeps zones in control. Nuke is now running away with his life, as Grubs have already been taken 4 at least here for BDS. Last one, but not least here, is Fnatic run on in, but 113 doesn't seal it away. In the end, it's actually Ice who queued that. So 5 Grubs for BDS, and this early game still Iceborne Gauntlet, or like Caps as, you know, Black Fire Torch. It's putting player names in front of it. I mean, Faker has to have Faker's Magi Soul Stealer or something shortly.
Well, that's, I mean, Rabadon's death cap is already...
Hang on, there's a quickness, and Paris is just dead immediately. That also captures Ice in the back. 113 has pulled out the Impale, but it's onto Mickey. He doesn't do much. This Skarner, who was unkillable, I told a lie. A shutdown to Humanoid. BDS were not all there at the same time. And they went in individually, Dacta.
Yeah, nice job from Fnatic to capitalize on it again, using that range really well in that engagement to just make it difficult for BDS. The TP immediately from Oscar into the top side as well, whereas Irrelevant had to TP to get there. Means that they're able to get the push in as well, so really well executed on the map by Fnatic.
Kill over to Humanoid as well, this Corki, who's 1k gold up, and quietly, but not quietly, already has a CS lead in lane. There's been some quiet achievements from Fnatic here in the early game. And now I take a blink, it just feels like not only does she clear like to buggery, like look at this, 130 to 100 CS, but also in team fights, her ult pops as, speaking of, Upset against the wall, might be in the same position, the feathers will fly up, and 113 seemed to be waiting, but his Impale was already down. Might have missed that, but won't miss Mickey. Battle dancing back to Upset to stay alive.
So a bit of anti-synergy to get on out of there. Didn't even have to burn the flash.
Razok's going to spot this out as BDS try and put failure with success starting up the Herald, but remember it's a Hextech Gate Rift. Mickey's going to be here soon. Top's already there. Humanoid doesn't have TP, so he's walking up at 5k, 2k, and quickly going down. BDS, are they going to be able to get out of here without falling is the next question, as they find themselves the Herald. Okay, that's one. So 113 trying to get out over the wall. Successful drive.
The thing is, though, all they want...
Part of what we talked about. Mickey has been the identity of this team. You want to hear something cool? You want to see this again? Yeah, you do. Well, with Dredgeline, it's going to stay up until Mickey might die. You know what? I didn't jinx that. You can all stop it. Nuke goes in the back. I mean, his ulti was good as well, but now the all-out running into the midst of 3 teams. Cassante, it's just his time to shine, says Oscar, as a flip back. Might find Nuke, flashes over, hits Ice instead, and back against the wall, gets destroyed down by Irrelevant. That's Demacian Justice for you. Well, BDS get the back end of the fight.
That was a little unfortunate timing, hysterics, because Mickey goes in that little bit too far forward.
Artican spawning bot. It might just be an easy dragon for Fnatic would be number 2, and Irrelevant doesn't have TP, so he backed away, is now channeling down mid lane himself with the buildings of a dead man's plate, but not in his back inventory. So Fnatic just pull out the objective.
BDS looked a little uncertain there. They didn't have their own ultimates up and available, and I don't think they were certain. Will be 2 dragons in the end going towards Fnatic and Humanoid.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Might be in trouble. You got the ultimates now for BDS.
Oh, out they come. Depth charges in. Between Worlds going to get the slow as well, and he'll get pulled back in. I don't think Humanoid has a hope in hell of getting out of that. Tries to take Paris with him, but in the end, BDS successful game.
Atakan is up and available. You can see Ice tied to Atakan.
Almost died to Atakan. Yep. Unluckily, it was only Mickey who was there. Nice little knock up, but 1-1-3.
Oh, is that a pale?
It's a bait. It's a ruse. And Fnatic have just been used. BDS will take the pick, and now they open up for the tier 2 turret as well.
1-1-3's playoffs have been so damn clutch. That play was sick. Ends up driving. But overall, big step up from him. And now he wants to step up on towards Humanoid in the mid lane as well.
All it takes is a run into the wall. Humanoid gets charmed in an impale again. Humanoid thought he was safe. He thought he ran out of the duration. Paris might get the kill, but now he's got a depth charge underneath this turret. He gets a little bit frisky. Paris is tanking up both of them, though, and Fnatic know it. So now they punish. They pounce, and they look for more. Mickey, his angle there with flash, but no ulti available.
Upset just can't really play this fight. Irrelevant in position is BDS to follow, but Irrelevant finds Oscar in.
All that's going to be used, at least for the time being. Irrelevant going to get poked out a little bit. Oscar Rinnan won't be able to find him more. He flashes, though, and proves me wrong. Irrelevant still has his Demacian Justice, but he just spins away.
He's so fast.
He really is. And Oscar Rinnan has now run out of fuel. Irrelevant, he's going to TP away. Yes, indeed. Nothing to stop him till that W, but TP gets him out. And meanwhile, BDS have already started the Atakan.
Oh no, is this Fnatic collapsing a little bit? You're now you're chasing after Irrelevant, you lose Atakan. Yes, you get the tier 1.
Not only does that Atakan enable them to fight around this Baron, forces Fnatic from taking this topside jungle. Humanoid might be caught out here. Irrelevant looking for the chase down with Stridebreaker almost up to. A Valkyrie won't stop it as Irrelevant still charges forward. That Stridebreaker is now there. He's at half HP, scared to go in any further as Mickey threatens. But again, that Ishtal's impact is up against the wall, ready and willing as 1-1-3 is unkillable here with multiple members not present by Fnatic. A route down is good, but Ice is now coming in. A depth charge to follow up. The tangles are out, but it's not enough to stop Irrelevant. The poke from Nuke as well. His angle, gorgeous. And the flank tearing Fnatic through. As BDS are in front of the Baron with no Razork.
Mickey tried so hard to keep his teammate alive, but in the end, they both end up falling a lot with Razork, and now Atakan's still there. Baron to be taken. A desperate TP from Humanoid to try and steal away the 3rd dragon. And you can see, I think Paris is trying to sniff this out, at least push Oscar in and off that mid-wave.
Humanoid just trying to get what he can off the Barons of the play, which is this 3rd dragon for them. And he will get it uncontested here, but Baron going over, BDS with a gold lead yet again. And a very contested first game when we're coming in saying that, you know, BDS didn't even look that clean versus Vitality.
From the Aurora, takes down Razork, and now BDS Baroned up. Looking to push down this top side.
Now, I can't give you an Atakan buff timer, but I can tell you that it should be at least 3/4 of the way through. What that means is for BDS, they can dive this, and they might have to make it quick if they do. But outside of that, they will go to their normal death counters. Remember, again, 15.5 seconds won't be relevant as Nuke is just up against the wall, but now I guess it will be. Nuke has to sit in base for 15 seconds. And turrets are just going to get pummeled down. Dredgeline not going to connect, but inner turret should eventually find its mark as Ice helps it take it through.
Good job of controlling the jungle space, though, and always giving themselves avenue, as you can see, to shift down into this bottom side. They can move back to rejoin with Irrelevant. And Fnatic are desperately trying to give Humanoid all the ammunition that he needs. Topside push. Hopefully he can reset and get that last Whisper, but now BDS are on the turrets.
Oscar onto Nuke as well as what I'm looking at, while Ice might take down Mickey. Look at what Oscar's just set up. Between Worlds is used for Nuke. to now get on out, but Oscar's found a flip onto Ice, who flashes and runs for his life, but the feathers will fly, and Root up with a kill. Yet a double set up for
five, but now it's Fnatic who've taken control of the area, but you can see BDS, this is how they want to play, spread out. Look at Nuke that has that opportunity to come in from this top side and on towards Humanoid and the rest of the team.
And BDS poke as well, let's not forget it's landing. Mickey's sick of it though, jumps into Ice in the back, the quickness there. The ultimate from 113 is good, but Between World from Nuke is even better. He's blasting Fnatic out of the waters. A dredge line to finish it off. Oscarinen plays back, but Humanoid plays dead. BDS with Force still alive. Oscar at least gonna flip one. Wait a sec. Take it all. Nuke looking for the burst. He will eventually take him down, but in the end it gets messy while BDS will get the dragon.
They all jumped on towards Ice, but they risked everything to get the BDS AD carry, and BDS are able to turn it around off the back of it. The dragon, alongside so much gold, that may have just spelled the disaster for Fnatic.
So Fnatic's mind more, because I feel like Nuke has also had some big stellar performances, not only in playoffs, but in the regular season when BDS have been playing at their best. He feels like the comfort zone right now is Fnatic are not in that zone. They're going to have to approach the Baron in Fog of War.
Yeah, it's hard not to look at Nuke as one of our top mid laners at this stage, and now BDS are hoping to rely on him again.
Irrelevant's caught out though. There's damage coming through from Upset. They'll just take down the top laner while Baron will be taken down in the process. But Paris with a dredge line while Fnatic are picking apart the pieces. BDS have left members behind. Upset will take a double. Mickey will die for. And you know, we came into season 1, or season 1 of this year, season 25, season 15, 15.1, that one, right? And games were going short because it was snowballing effect. Now we get these 5v5s with an Impale to kick us off on a Between Worlds. Nuke just destroys Humanoid. He's down for the count. Now Nuke, as he runs the rest of the fight, BDS are playing the front to back, back to front, in from the back. Nuke blows open the front. A true shot barrage onto Upset, while again this Rabbit is hopping over. Aurora is controlling the whole space. I hate this chapter.
Well, there goes Dragon for BDS, so Fnatic scrambling in game number 1. They left this Skarner open. 113's been looking fantastic on us.
Oh, to Nuke though, all out. Maybe he's caught out. Oscarinen has his number. He's got the slow, and Nuke might just be dead. A punishable offense. Fnatic is still in this game.
Yeah, minute 30.
Yeah, not to give him any avenues of attack.
Yeah, Mickey now trying to mark 113 to make sure he can't go in. Does get the lock up.
But onto Skarner, how much does it mean? True Shot Barrage means even more. There's the Zyra ulti. Maybe for Upset it means so much. 113's dead. Scorpion down. Okay, what animal's next?
Could be the bunny next on the cards, but I'm not really sure if they can try and get onto it. Fnatic going to start up this Baron. BDS can't try and reconnect on this. There's a lot of poke that can come over the wall.
Relevant has his ult available. He needs to chunk someone and nuke someone out, but again, no. 5 members of Fnatic just take the Baron quick as you like.
TP.
Been a flip of all sorts, been back and forth. Second Baron, third Baron, don't know what this is, but it's a Baron into the base once again, but from the opposite side. Upset just got chunked, by the way. So there is a lot of damage coming through as Nuke once again, look at Nuke, while Irrelevant becomes irrelevant on the Garen. He gets his Demacia Justice down, and Nuke can't get the burst down as a response. Onto Oscarinen though, a good dredge line, roots him back, a depth charge as well. They just want to chunk the front line of Fnatic as 113 rejoins the fray. Between Worlds gives space for Nuke, but he misses! He misses, and Fnatic get away with... Not yet. It was then. All right, depth charge going to be used. Humanoid? He's okay. True Shot Barrage? Okay, actually. Great shielding. BDS have used some ultis here, and now their bot lane has nothing there. Kaput, Razork's ulti zoned out, and Paris has to flash away. Running into this dragon spawning now.
Yeah, exactly. 113 not having that available makes it a bit grim, so Fnatic immediately started up, again controlling where BDS could come through. It was only one angle of attack, and Fnatic locked it down so that BDS could do nothing. So
is it Ixtal or Ishtal?
Ixtal.
Ixtal, thank you so much. Now that we've had that impact as that TP flies in, BDS don't have a jungle with an ulti, but they do have Nuke who's trying to save the game. Onto Mickey. Quickness is down, but so is Irrelevant. Jumping in as Paris Between Worlds is great. Nuke doesn't have any members though. He flies and dies. It would have been great if he had some support, but 113 has none of it. He has no ulti, no hopers. A triple over to Upset. BDS running for their lives. A penta on the cards as Upset looks to channel down, but Fnatic, the comeback is real, and BDS are going to be kicking themselves that they're looking to lose this game.
It looked so done and dusted for BDS, but Fnatic, they fought back, and now 5 members pushing out of the base. It's Ice and Paris versus the world.
It is definitely a problem, but for Fnatic, as Mickey dies and continues to dive the turret, Ice trying, saving the game. That's on his cards, but won't be for long. Nexus going to be destroyed, and Fnatic bail themselves out in the start of this best of 3.
It was impressive how many buckets Fnatic found in the back.
Transition and get that zero to scaling, but also for the range that comes through from 113.
Humanoid, so he can consistently get those auto attacks, but they're just going to try and contest for the topside scuttle. Okay.
Just a punch. Okay, Paris can't move. Winds of War does not become a kill. Paris gets on out, but now no summon is available after Mickey.
Push and now Irrelevant's push. So with Fnatic now trading towards Dragon as well, Ice does need to be a little careful.
X-Flash, yeah, because Mickey just goes over the wall. Paris used everything before. He's interrupted mid-jump, by the way, and Razork makes sure the deal is sealed. First blood over to Upset. Always good news as he flushes away the spear. Just on the tippy tip. Was almost on his pinky toe, but 113 is unable to connect.
Yeah, Upset.
As we look towards the other side of the map.
Yeah, Relevant is on this top end. Oscarina is TP to the bottom side, so basically BDS are saying, hey, look, we will just look to use this numbers advantage to try and get the objective. Mickey gonna pop in and see if they're doing it, but it just opens up Oscarina into hard push on the bottom side. Maybe get a turret plate for himself because Irrelevant is in here. No way he got that.
Took that with 9 HP, I think. Winds of War, Mickey X.
I was wondering if Razork just wanted to walk in and try and smite the other one. He actually ended up with a lead, but
no.
Nice effort. But look at the bottom side, right? Now you've got Ice who's trying to push in.
Facing off against each other in this lane for the time being, but it's going to be a bit of help. Paris looking with his full engages. Ice has already crashed down. Oscar in and going to lay down the equalizer, but it's behind him. Oscar flashes away, but is he really going to get away? Ice gets the slow under turret. It's dangerous. Ice looking for the bounce, but he won't find it. Meanwhile, Upset just gets popped by Irrelevant. BDS on both sides of the map have found power as
mid lane Ram Jam and Irrelevant able to finish him off. And then in mid lane, Razork says, you know what, I like a gank as well. So there's action in every lane, but it is actually BDS who, at least with the kill for kill, and I believe it's Irrelevant opens up with the Ornn ultimate, immediately picks off Upset, who doesn't have that flash, and then it's just an easy setup for 113 with the spear to finish off the Kai'Sa.
Well, we talked a lot about Humanoid and Razork together and how their pairing is. This game, the champions enable it so. But Oscarina doesn't have any friends this game because 113 is going to make it so that he's going to feel the pain. Call the Fortune and boop! Right on the nose there. Oscarina has nowhere to go, so he's going to equalize the wave and give 113 a kill in the end.
So we'll end up getting the majority of the wave, but yeah, just the majority of Fnatic were playing towards those Void Grubs. Oscarina tries to shove in that wave that bit too far, and again, Irrelevant, great setup for 113. So will be Fnatic getting the objective, but a bit more pressure on the map for BDS.
This Razork getting the grubs here, though. That's big. 4 grubs going to be taken as a no contest at the cost of the kill. Grubs in this game, when you just talked about side laning for Humanoid, is a very, very big note that Yone is going to love. As Mickey trying to zone off while Paris looks for engage off the back, but an Arctic Assault will get Razork out, but maybe he wants to go in. Mickey with a shield of Duran, he's pounced on, he's flashed on. 113 is sent up, not sent packing. Mickey dies in the end. Shock Blast flashed away from this time as Razork has run out of steam and BDS know it so.
For BDS, it's not the end of the world. You're getting the wave, as is Ornn as well. Dragon is the next question as Razork dodges the spear.
But the trap as well, a little bit late. Good ultimate to stop that engage from happening any further. Mickey might be in trouble though thanks to his jungle, but a shield of Duran gets a cleanse away. However, with the ulti out, Ice is now chasing and finding a shutdown. Upset had to walk on in, but now he has to walk out somehow. But how does he do it? Irrelevant under turret. Upset with a great ulti. Disengage from Mickey. Under turret, the Fate Sealed hits max range onto Irrelevant, but a Magnet Storm holds him back. We're getting dicey, but not so slicey here. BDS walk on out.
Using the killer instinct to get to safety, but I think for Humanoid, he wasn't hoping for Irrelevant. He wished he'd caught onto 113 underneath the tower, but the Ornn, that bit too tanky for him. So BDS will get the Dragon off the back of the play.
Just look at that camera angle. That tells you BDS mean big business. Or that 113 is a Canyon Stan. I don't know which one.
Why not both? Didn't want to overcommit. Now Irrelevant doesn't have TP. Humanoid does. This is a bit of a risky take for BDS.
Ice is zoning. The risky take means that they have to be quick about it. Then Dagda as 113 needs to expose the Iron down to 5k. Fnatic moving ever so slightly as Oscarina with his ult available, but I'm seeing an all not there. I'm seeing a TP and Oscarina that doesn't want to be committed. I see a BDS that'll take their Herald with Fnatic only soft contesting.
Kind of covering both avenues of attack from Fnatic, but now Ice.
He's in trouble. Razork with a great ulti and Upset ultis in immediately to follow. A shutdown unfortunately goes to Razork, but Upset part of it.
It seems like it's humanoid, but Fnatic have reset, which means that BDS, in theory, could call the bluff and just immediately go for it. Razork's still in the area. You see, he wanted to reset, but really doesn't want BDS in this area when he goes for it.
1-3 is landing spears. Razork takes one, but not the other. Good dive or dodge from Oscar and Dragon goes down. Begins.
And Humanoid doesn't have the TP, so he's going to have to walk up. Fnatic need to discover that this is actually being taken first. Mickey, with that, should know that that they're on it, but I don't think Fnatic are here quick enough, maybe.
It's a question. Oscar might have to lay down the ulti, but 4K, they're going to pull a choice, and they're going to pull it out of the bag quick as Mickey gets the shield of Durand, and Atacon now going to be taken, so they have GAs. The all-in engager call the Forge God. Mickey's ult is a hero's entrance, but it might be an X of a humanoid. Brings them together, but there's no clump for the damage. Ice is firing away, electrocuting. It's like we're playing Quidditch, and Harry's just letting loose. Ice doesn't care, goes over the wall, withdraws for now, but not for long. A spear over, Oscarinen burning, 1-1-3 with another one, and Oscar keeps dodging away. But that's still worth the line, of course, the Fnatic fans, they want to see Fnatic clean this up and move on to a rematch, to a potential setup.
So they're playing for the TP on Oscarinen. Fnatic aware that more than likely this is going down. They're going to put a ward into the pit now in just a moment and know for definite. But the engage could come through. BDS pulling up. There's the TP.
Spear hurts a little bit. BDS pulling off for now. Again, they leave it at the door. They press the doorbell.
The Dragon as well. So now it's Humanoid who has to play away from the objective on that top half of the map, and BDS get another Dragon for themselves. In theory, Fnatic would have liked to have been able to play with multiple members on that mid lane, rotate from mid lane, turret take into top lane. Now, it's a TP behind a Humanoid for BDS.
That ward, as Humanoid was taking the Gromp, he's in full vision. Ice sees him, or Nuke does rather, and Humanoid tries to ulti out, but he's blocked. In front of the Baron, they found a pick, they found the core member, and Fnatic are now stuck in a 4 versus 5.
Humanoid has been picked so often on the side lanes in this series. Can this be the one that actually gets BDS a win?
Paris might need to turn for the engage at 7K. BDS think about how they're going to flip this one, but should they really? With Razork in the way, no. They turn for the fight, and Mickey is the start of it, but maybe the end. Upset, flashes away. He's out of dodge while Fnatic try to poke and prod and get in the way of BDS, taking his objective while Razork over the wall wants to steal. He pops the ulti, he lets them know he's there, but at 2.5K, Magnet Storm and no chance of a steal. BDS, hearts are still beating, blood's still flowing, Ice is still flying, but Upset tries to take him out with his dying breath, but Avada Kedavra, 1-1-3, takes him out with a swift blow.
Top half again. I don't know how you hold this. Baron buff, poke, and you're so short range as Fnatic. This is horrible.
Again, this is why poke cops around the world are working out as that engage is clean as well. Call the Forge God doesn't land though, and Mickey now has an angle. Shield of Durand is good as Humanoid takes down Paris, but Fnatic are still getting poked and prodded and taken with Ice rolling through. Best team fight ending carried last year, and you're now seeing the pieces work its way back. Fnatic thought they could steamroll BDS, but BDS say no.
Fnatic knew it was going to be a long, slow, drawn-out siege, and they decided to try and end it instead. BDS happy to take this game and push us to game number 3.
And with this game 3, so many more questions arise as 1-1-3 once again shows us why this guy has been hyped up by none other than Finn, the top laner himself. Fiona, how do you want to pick apart this BDS comp?
Yeah, I think that bot side though, so just why you're seeing Nuke hug this top side of the lane, even though, oh, hang on.
He walked up. Humanoid walks in. Razork flashes away. Great scout of the week from Nuke. But now he's under fire. Movement speed from Razork. He finds it, and First Blood finds Humanoid.
Oh, Nuke, the idea was there. Hug that top side. Now he's off to a fantastic start. Upset. Ends up running into 1-1-3.
He's found out. Xena's played for the re-engage, but BDS's bot lane is here. Yeah. Not respecting the flash engages. Mickey now in trouble himself. He has no flash, but stunned up and dead. I mean, Fnatic's 2v2. That was just disrespectful.
Use that charge, get the ultimate knock-up, and then the immediate deadly flourish from Upset would be enough knockdown, or lockdown, sorry, for Razork to get into lane, but he's just going to be happy to go for the trade of objectives instead, taking the void groups.
Go down pretty quick as well, thanks to the enhanced Q. Razork, not going to get too much experience. What I've noticed from these grub stackers, they actually don't give that much experience for what you'd call a jungle camp, right?
It's the first one.
The first one, right? And then after that, it's kind of rubbish. So as Razork takes it, yeah, about half the EXP of Art of 6 towards getting the Starfall, but he's going to be the trade as BDS open up with the Dragon Ball. And that's why so much is on the line. That's why it's a little bit scared play for the time being, but maybe not. I'm wrong. Humanoid tries to go in, fakes it out, but Paris' ulti is better. Wind becomes lightning. Humanoid in trouble. Unleashes power, but Humanoid unleashes the army. Razork tries to defend, but the rocket gives no quarter. Razork slowed and stunned down, and a kill for Ice.
Man on your screen, 113 again. Razork goes to make a play mid with Humanoid. You've got Paris and 113. They just show up in the lane, and you're like, all right, lads, we knew you were going to be here. Read like a book. Now close yourselves and leave. And it's just been that the entire time. And this is where BDS have been able to get these early leads. And now Fnatic.
Mickey,
he
flash
missed.
a flash, but it's a flash from Nuke. Doesn't matter though. Grand Starfall for Razork, but he flashes out too. Fnatic thought, yeah, we'll take this fight, but even after a Solar Flare, I don't think they will. Rocket sends in. Oscarinen's ulti's great, but already the feats of warfare have been claimed. Fnatic were the chosen ones, but BDS are starting to believe.
BDS are gonna get these Void Grubs for themselves. Unfortunately, Ice didn't quite get the reset that he would have liked. The ultimate only hitting on towards Mickey, but still the kill goes across to BDS. The control of the map goes across to BDS. And Fnatic, they've got to start feeling this pressure at this stage.
The grubs are going to be taken. 113 is going to even up 3 apiece. And again, when he's involved, good things happen. Once again, 100% kill participation.
Tries to chase down, but Oscarinen's there to keep him at bay. Now Fnatic trying to enter through the bot side.
Because BDS want their second dragon, so Razork needs to steal this because tempo and momentum, those are mean words, but they're very, very real in this game. Humanoid with a flanking angle with his ult and flash available, wants in. They want to sandwich Fnatic, trying to put it all on the line. Teleport comes first as Ice, instant cleanse away. Captain Jack Sparrow as we've got the curtain call. Meanwhile, teleport's flying, it's Oscarinen, and now Humanoid with the shuffle in. BDS are cornered and sent away. 113 is just trying to buy some time for his team as Nuke somehow gets out, scout of the week, and they still find kills. How did BDS find anything? They were the one getting pincered, but Fnatic are the one blowing up. 113 again. I feel like this guy is only rolling perfect fives as the triple comes through, and Irrelevant takes Fnatic to court.
I cannot believe BDS won that fight. It started off with Fnatic. Everyone to deal damage.
Yep.
Like everyone is a threat. Now Mickey trying to be a threat towards Nuke, but Paris is here.
Solar Flare is a really good sidestep. Nuke still gets stunned down though. Shield of Daybreak connects and Nuke might still be in trouble. Taken down. A big shutdown over to Razork and Fnatic back into this fight. Paris gets stoned up, stunned up, and whatever English you want to use, he's still dead. A double over to Razork and Fnatic mitigate disaster. Herald. It's spawned now, which will give 113 access to it, but BDS are going to try and find the turret in the meanwhile, while Fnatic slow to this punch.
But look at where that gold is going. It is Nuke who's picking up the wave on top. It's with Irrelevant. They're the ones that are sharing the gold.
True.
That is all gold going to a Poppy. Poppy nowhere going to be, and is useful as Humanoid. That's it, look!
It's a public execution. It's an execution from Humanoid. He's down. Nuke spears him to death, and Humanoid into the ground. Herald given over. Down Dagger. They're sick of playing slow.
This is insane from BDS. The picks are perfect. Mickey's next.
He's caught out. He thinks he's safe behind his own turret, but that turret is kaput. It's gone. A reset over to Ice. He's excited, and I think the fans should be as well. BDS showing more than just life. They're showing the bloody sun in Berlin in winter. Razork has to run for his life. Another turret. 3 within a minute for Fnatic, where it hurts them deep inside is Irrelevant. Might be caught out. Solar Flare catches him, but he's going to take a while to die. Eclipse makes short of the work of that as he's going to spin. Mickey flashes in for a shield of Daybreak, and Irrelevant now uses
a few minutes time.
I know you're all going to be saying it's only a 3k gold lead, but just think about what this signifies here for BDS. Atakan's going to start up. Everything thrown outside the bag, and Mickey wants to set up a perfect engage to stop this in its track.
Yeah, they need the TP from Oscarinen. That's what BDS are playing for. Tower set up by Azir on the top side. That's the safety net for Fnatic.
6k, 5k, BDS are looking for the flip maybe, but Atakan's going to get the debuff. Oscarinen gets a disengage, but they're still going forward. 113 pops his ulti, jumps in, starts healing up. Solar Flare in the backline, public execution, takes care of Mickey. Oscar running away, 113 is still not dead. You can't kill this jungle demon as the zone control is back in. Atakan is still BDS's, and Fnatic are throwing all these.
Belongs to BDS. Oscarinen tries to hide. Medicost 113.
113 might not care. He lends that out, but he's still willing to play with it because he's got a Sterix gauge and the rocket, even though it misses. 113 still feels fine. Solar Flare is great, but now BDS bring everyone in. Remember, the withdrawal still there as Irrelevant jumps up to the turret. Threat still there as the Jinx is still far away. BDS might be losing this Atakan buff and losing it real quick without getting any trade in response. They see the blood in their eyes. They try and take the play, but Fnatic
Underneath
just
the tower. So yes, they get some respite, but it is still BDS who are getting that.
again as Razok might be the target, but 113 just sends it in with a public execution in as well. That's a reset over to BDS. 113 buying his time, somehow not dead. It's irrelevant who dies throughout. Razok gets out, but Oscar Renan stunned at max range. Remember, Ice is still getting excited about something. I think excited about the fact that they're looking to take down Fnatic.
The target was Humanoid, and it's a public assassination coming through from BDS. He is routed, he is gone, and BDS are forcing their way through the Fnatic base.
Who thought the first in regular season, the best team meant to be Fnatic? Razok sitting here in front of turrets, now getting blasted his own. Ice's range is big as 113 finally dies, as many more members will soon follow, so BDS have to back away. It doesn't end here, as Fnatic might have some hope.
Upset can get the movement speed, he still has the flash. He wants to try and go for the flash shot on towards Ice, finish off BDS here.
The movement speed, though, he's going to have to reload unless he puts down a trap.
The TP, they're coming through. They really want to try and fight this. Fnatic think they have their moment.
Mickey Solar Flare almost off a cooldown as well. He'll have the range, another teleport to follow as well, but Irrelevant's now there. It's because that dragon has spawned as well. Humanoid won't find anything. BDS get out with their carries alive.
If they want to, but at least Fnatic looks like they've gotten that dragon. It will be gone before BDS can get back onto the map. It was a little dicey, but BDS are able to escape. TP from Nuke immediately towards that top side. I think that basically BDS are saying, hey, we can go for this dragon if we want to. No ults. On towards Ice, though. Looks like it'll just
a very real threat. Jhin, Azir. One or both of these champions will have to deal with it as Fnatic walk into Fog of War. They need to contest. Scatter of the Weak is there. Glacial Fissure lines it up. Paris has found his target onto Razok, but yeeted away Oscar and might not matter because in a choke. Look at what Ice is doing. The Solar Flare in the backline is good for Fnatic, but Mickey can't do too much and he's not tanky enough either. So Ice, one of the best 80 carries at team fighting, starts firing away again. Mickey's dead for 35. Everyone's alive. The health bar's good enough. BDS attempt Baron again.
Razork has that ultimate, though. He can still come back in as the Pantheon. Not going down could be crucial. BDS waiting for the pick. It's Paris and Nuke playing for that moment.
He needs a hero play. Look how far away he is now. Might be in range as we get down to 4K. No vision except on the back of the pit. No steal, but the ulti ensues anyway. Razork had to try, but in turn he will die. Ice is dominating as the rocket sent out will go wide, but Fnatic lose their jungler again, and Baron once more. Yet another turret. Rabadon's picked up for Humanoid here, so this is going to be big if he can do anything in the fight, but if is a big question mark here as Fnatic look to defend their inhibitor turret. 113 goes in under the turret, pops his ulti out as Pantheon jumps on in, into the backline. They find Razok, kills Ice. A big mistake in the same spot for BDS. They're trying to kite back, but Fnatic are all inning. I'm watching Nuke trying to zone control as Ambessa comes in. Irrelevant may have brought the fight back, takes down the Rabadon's Azir and tries to jump into the ground, but Upset is now doing the job for them. Razok survived for only a little bit longer, and Fnatic managed to defend. The Jhin has found footing, and Fnatic again punished BDS's come up and not out of this game. And in fact, they're more even standing than you'd expect.
They need to be careful. Paris engaged on Razork, stunned.
Yep. Razork is also stunned up, but he's taking no damage. Oscar in and sends away one, and Humanoid is free firing. The Azir gets to do what he wants. Fnatic have found two. Humanoid looking to go in, still holding that ulti as BDS are left with 3. If any more die, the game is in jeopardy as Soul Point is now given for free to Fnatic.
Humanoid, give it in the early game, but he is taking... Wait,
Rocket, Mickey's dead.
But it doesn't matter. It's still the dragon going across the Fnatic. It is nice gold towards Ice. But Fnatic, they know everything.
Watch Ice. If Ice dies, it's everything. Grand Starfall starts us off, but Razork's in a little bit deep. That Jinx still free firing. It's a good ulti from Oscar in it, but not far enough. A reset going to be given over, but it's only a resurrection, remember, because of the GA. So Ice can't do anything, but Upset does everything. He's been watching wanted. The Jinx killer is GA. If Razork died naturally, I think Ice carries the fight and BDS might be in a game-winning position, but no. It's Fnatic in front of the Baron this time, and with Humanoid's damage, it'll be quick to go. Ice will take red out of the way, but Baron drops, Fnatic equalize, and this comeback is going to be at least energy, as Scatter the Weak is good. against this next Dragon. 113 thinks about going in and takes it onto Razork. Solar Flare dodged away from. They're looking for that reset. Public Execution stepped in front of by Mickey. They just need Ice to get a kill, but not enabled yet. Jumping into the backline, Oscar is a nuisance. BDS with low health bars, but again, they've got the range. They've got the range.
The reset.
They've got the game. They've got the excitement. As up down again, running in. Humanoid sends them back, but Nuke has to flash away. A double over in the end as well. It's a bloodbath, but both in the way, and Upset tries to get the last shot. It's decent damage, but not enough. BDS are moving through a choke. Oscar in and hold. It does hit yet again. 2 members sent away. Solar Flare from BDS. It's a big old yay for Fnatic fans. Oscar and ult have been on point. I haven't seen that Poppy miss one damn one.
That hammer just cracked BDS. It cracked Ice into a different position. It sent Nuke into the atmosphere. Fnatic.
Okay. Oh, dilly dolly.
Their TP gets jumped on. There is nothing left to save them.
That's the jump. There's the scat of the week. Razork slowed down the shield up, and as he's unbreakable, inhibitor goes down. BDS with 3. 5 of Fnatic trying to put this into the coffin because it sure as hell hasn't been nailed down yet. They open up mid, but they cannot end the game, and at 41 minutes. Sickest arm guard for Humanoid as well for the invulnerabilities. We sit towards 5. Europe is looking to deliver. The Fiesta looking to continue. The Blood looking to impact. Oscar in and against the wall with the damage from Upset. Caught out, and Irrelevant has put his namesake on the line.
But now it's BDS. They need to scramble. They need to try and cover. Fnatic, Oscar in and stepping forward. Humanoid in the pit can always follow over. Same with Upset. So for Fnatic, they're happy to leave their carries in river. And it's BDS who have to find some way into the pit.
4 versus 5 with that range. I don't know. Oscar Rinnan is always one threat away. His flash almost up and available. Rocket's a little bit late. And Baron is down to Fnatic.
Brink of pushing themselves forward in towards that round 3. This is still a long road for them, but at least this is a step forward.
And a step forward from Razork to enable the flash from 113. Another inhibitor to drop down. But Irrelevant is back up and alive. 5 members of BDS have respawned and are now together. Fnatic have opened up the base, put it into...
But they need that miracle.
They have the tools to do so, but it is, again, just about finding the right carry. Deadly Flourish, good sidestep. Nuke looking to zone. Irrelevant jumps in. The final fight in front of the base could be it. BDS looking for that reset onto Mickey. That's the target. Ice uses range. Mickey flashes away. The curtain call enabled as Public Execution. Doesn't hit the right mark, but Irrelevant blocks for his team for now as Razork is being the carry, being annoying. But the GA, as we said, is more annoying than that. Fnatic have got their front line in the way. Scat of the week hits nothing. Fnatic with 5. BDS left to a miserable 3.
Ice just needs someone, but he doesn't have the time.
Set the 4th shot, Fnatic. They've been tested, but it looks like it finally ends here.
Wait a sec.
Ice at the very last wait a sec. Reset. Looks for the carry. The 80 carry of BDS just needs a little bit more. His tempo there, his damage shown. Humanoid at half HP, but the Baron minions are in the way. Upset just hitting the turret for free. There's enough distance as now the Nexus is bare. Upset will make sure that their journey doesn't end here. But BDS fought them to the brink and through the mud. Fnatic will crawl.
Which I can see the logic. Again, you can follow the E on the snapback.
Jojo is playing the matchup well. He has a nearly 300 gold lead.
Yeah, I assume that at some point Lee's going to have a little bit more kill pressure here. Level 6 is there, but it just has not found the angle. Did lose Flash because of the earlier ganks. This is the other thing we talked about, right? As flashy and interesting as some of these matchups are, key for MKOI is still usually jungle support. Elyoya already on the grubs. Going to get traded for the Dragon here as Jackie's trying to go at least a little bit all in, but it's Alvaro who's just been free to go mid on cooldown, leaving kind of Supa and Noah isolated.
Objectives will be secured, and so far a pretty safe and standard early game, I would say. I was expecting, you know, after the excitement and the hype of our first series, Sentinel to be taken. And Elyoya will pick them clean. Interrupt onto Noah. I don't know if a dive can happen here.
Noah now ulting. Thought he might be making his way out to safety, but it's just a clean setup. Jun on the way. It's too late. Noah taken down for first blood. 1/3 of the way to the warfare. They're going to have to fist fight through Koi, and Mirwan's just waiting. Fear ready to go.
Get the TP out from Jojo. The response is going to come through. Giants look like they want to fight this.
Supa, ease over immediately. They're just going to turn their sights onto the backline. Investa doesn't even have an item yet. She is not tanky. Closer now in trouble. Marked up by Mirwan, but he's not going to take that one. Happy to just settle for the grubs. 4 already. Looking to bring it to 6. 2.5k gold lead for MKOI. GX re-entering. Maybe they can find the angle.
I mean, I think that they're overplaying now. There's not really much for them to contest. They need to get back to the lane, start pushing these out, leverage the fact that so many of MKoi are sitting in the river. But decisive play there from Koi. And Super, I mean, I think you can debate whether he was out of position. Have their numbers on the top side of the map, and Mirwin, he respects it. He knows that he's a weak side. He's not overstaying his welcome. One of the things you said earlier was that Koi is one of our better early game teams in the league, and they're demonstrating why now. They know how to play through winning lanes. They know how to push their advantages. Sometimes they just get a little overzealous.
Alvaro caught out here. Chain CC good thus far. Quickness trying to backstep. Will not be able to get the knock up either as we see the 1v1 in the side lane. Lot will walk away with his life. And Mirwin just continue. Yeah, I mean, a lot of respect paid there. Having faith in at least the very least a TikTok combo. Jojo Pune just all chatted choker for those curious. Which is pretty ruthless to lie. You know, it's like his first split. Like, he didn't talk trash to you. That was humanoid. But, hey, he's got a brand. He's going to stick to it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're winning a game too, getting in the heads of your opponents in an elimination match.
I mean, it matters.
I mean, I do respect the fact that he stays true.
Jojo Pune to answer. And now mid pressure is the name of the game as Mirwin gets a quick little fear. Jackie's going to need to get tricky to get his way out of this one. But again, the point and click CC. It's really hard to outplay. Jun trying to make the difference. Ezreal going to finish the job. The fall from Lot. The ulti does not hit. Crucially, oh, that is crushing. Mirwin following up with an ulti of his own, but Noah remaining untouched. Noah getting a lot of damage down. Jojo Pune trying to follow, but he doesn't hit anything. Finally able to get the Q. The W, a bit more damage down. Jun going to get finished off here. MKoi firing back, but it was a bit sloppy. End of the day, though, they get 3 kills to just 1.
The fight starts off with Jackie's face-checking Mirwin, and it turns into a quick collapse from both sides.
Yeah, okay, so Fimble Winter. Obviously, as he's not a melee champion, you will have to have CC, but since every champion on the enemy team dashes, he'll have infinite CC. Nice kick back. Noah now following. Jojo going to try to ult out. Oil Yo-Yo ready to body block. Jojo now running. Jackie's nice movement, but Noah interrupts, stops. The Sonic Wave is not quite enough time, but now it's Jojo in trouble. Lot trying to fall through, trying to get more damage down. Jackie's living for a hell of a long time. And a messy exchange overall. But control kind of through mid, although now someone is going to have to catch that wave. They're just cheating this play entirely. They think they're stronger in the fight. They see Yone bot lane. Jojo TP is going to take a lot of time. He's recalling before the TP comes through, so he's going to need like another 5 seconds. It's a little bit awkward. Desperate to complete that item, and that item's going to cost him a whole hell of a lot if they're able to finish this one. Ulti in from Jun. Massive. Alvaro trying to interrupt the entire fight. Everyone is turning away from Otacon. Super already about to fall. Noah now chasing, looking for the follow-up. Jackie's in the back time in the mean line, but it does not matter. Jackie's getting cut down, taking their time here. Q3 comes through from Jojo Pune. MKoi taking the fight. Reset from Mirwin going a little bit wide. GX the right idea, but couldn't quite finish the objective.
The initial engage from Jun looked so promising. Lot there with the follow-up, but Super lives. He lives a lot longer than Ginex need him to, and because they have to commit extra resources into getting that shutdown, across, Koi ultimately are able to turn the fight around. Great coordination. Super does end up dying.
But they means that a 3-man stun will do a lot of work. Instead, what you see is you push your buttons, Jun gets all the CC, but then the follow-up's a little bit scattered. It's not as simple as just push your ulti to finish the fight, and it's just so hard to play this composition, even in an advantage state. But at a deficit, it's starting to feel pretty GX to solve this particular puzzle. But as you highlighted earlier, MKoi, a team that has not had the cleanest closeout. Alvaro going in, ulti going a little bit wide initially, but manages to charm up 2. Ulti from closer, used to disengage as Jackie's now fishing for the kill, trying to lock down Elioni. It will be a successful shutdown there for GX. May want to keep this momentum going. They have a man advantage. Enemy team has no jungle.
Top side lacking there. There are still tools. The GX toolkit. Keep your eyes on Jun.
Lock up, looking to catch out Jojo Pune. Jojo flashing away the stun. The chain CC doesn't stop him from ulting. Crucially, he manages to get that up, but Jackie's is relatively untouched. Mirwin still trying to peel as best he can. Super caught up, but not locked down. Jackie's ready to activate the Q2. Not quite in range. Bit of a scrap there. They'll get 1 more kill. GX chipping away, but the respawn time. Mirwin just continues to be a nuisance. This is a bit of an overcommittal here. Ulti goes in. Mirwin forced to flash out. Fimbulwinter strong. Ocean Soul strong, but not nearly strong enough. Overconfidence as Mirwin gets caught out.
The proper support. Ginex still had access into their jungle, and they found a pick. Now again, they turn their attention to the Baron to put pressure onto Koi.
Ulti down from Lot, as well as the flash.
Look at the damage from Jojo.
Jojo's starting to hurt as Jackie's just goes for the kickback. Q over the wall. Again, poke. Starting to land. Sidestep on the Void Seeker from Noah is big. 6K, getting lower. Looks like it's time for the 50-50. 3K on the objective. Elyoyo now going in, trying to speed it away. He managed to grab it. 47 health. Neither side happy with the way that smite worked out, but GX just getting deleted in the blink of an eye. One perfect Yone ultimate. A little bit on late on the smite, but the Baron is there, and MKoi might just close this one out.
In the 4 versus 5, GX fumble it. They aren't able to secure the Baron. They can't secure a team fight. Koi get absolutely everything. And now they've set their sights on the first inhibitor of the game.
Start of the game from the draft, everything working out. So much support for JoJo in the mid lane. The roam's better, the top lane counter pick better. MKoi, 1 or 2 sloppy moments. Otherwise, a nearly flawless performance. Now looking to end it here. Mirwan careful not to take the ult again as to not end up under Fountain, but these are some pretty easy kills. The leap forward. GX sent back to the drawing board, happy that the Vex at least will not show her face again. Game 1. Going to isolate some of those key targets. The Braum will be the big question mark for me. And while Mirwan was doing his jungle impression, Elyoyo's been power farming. He's level 4 now. The spear hits Jackie's. No, he's a dead man walking.
And it's an easy first blood for Elyoyo. I've seen this before.
The repeat, Jackie's standing on the right side of the lane. Elyoyo now pitching with the spear. He hits again! And the flash comes late, and that cat's starting to chase. My God, Jackie's run. You can't really. Shockwave. Elyoyo taking his time. Flash the trap, the auto.
Flash. And now it's 2-0 for the Nidalee. Elyoyo is quickly running away with this early game. Hovers the top side.
Elyoyo, the spear hits. They're going to be in trouble. Slow there. Noah wants to step forward individually. He knows he's strong. Level 6 now there, but Elyoyo's taking over to level 6 at the same time. Closer coming in from behind. They might just try to finish the kill on Jun. Closer can follow up now. Alvaro likely to die. Noah finishing the kill. Good heads-up play from GX using their AD carry experience advantage.
Moment of hesitation there onto him would have been detrimental. This will cost Koi the grubs, I expect. Elyoyo not really in a position to fight for this when they lost their support. Alvaro already back out onto the map, though. I stand corrected.
JoJo looking for the scoop. Delivers him to Elyoyo. Spear connects. Jackie's nowhere to go. Stunned up, taken down. First 3 kills. Going over to Koi, get the feet of Warfare. Now Closer has to run. Oh, that last auto! And this is a game of late flashes.
The spear damage. He was not expecting it to be that much. Super connected the last auto attack just as he flashes. And that's another kill. 4 now for Koi. 7 minutes in, they're going to get all the grubs.
And you know, coming into today, if you told me that JoJo was just going to outplay Jackie's left and right, I wouldn't have believed you. But what happened today was he also brought a support in game 1 and a jungler in game 2. And Jackie's is having a terrible day, man. Was not able to.
Terrifying.
Like, I'm just saying, like, they've done it
Speaking
somewhere,
of
right?
terrifying, here comes Elyoyo.
All right, Lot. When does the Pathmaker come out? Ignite already ticking, stun there, goes unstoppable. Spear hits though, and that's the downside because it makes it easy for Elyoyo to clean it up. Alvaro ticking health bar, but it nearly flopped.
JoJo has TP. He could join the fight.
Ulti go for it. In, stopping the steadfast presence. Good CC, nice goes stun. To the wall bang back. Now the ulti coming up. Good interrupt on the Poppy. That's going to be clutch. Mirwan likely to fall, but Closer's going to go down too, and Mirwan is going to manage to find one back. Taking down Closer. JoJo not quite able to get the scoop angle. Does not have the flash.
TP, of course. Very slow this early into the game.
But they're still just getting the bot lane tower, and Elyoyo's taking a Drake at the same time.
I mean, it's a best case on MKoi. Mispositioning from JoJo could turn the entire game around. So GX, they're just looking for that good fight to give themselves that foothold that they desperately need.
Oh yeah, starting grubs. They already got 4 though. That's mostly what they wanted, as JoJo's just threatening the ulti. Jackie's is able to use the dissonance for a bit of extra movement speed and walk away. Closer's still in the area. I guess they just want to deny 6 or try and force the fight. Q does manage to land. Closer now ready to follow up. Ball not really in good position to force the fight. And Mirwan zoning Jackie's away. That's going to be crucial. Alvaro forced to flash out. Good ulti from Noah, but a better ult from Mirwan. And now he's in trouble. JoJo on the hunt. Jackie's looking for the angle. Lineup is there. 2-man. Alvaro ticking, but still alive. Flash forward. Wind becomes lightning. Closer manages to find the kill. JoJo is able to take down Noah in the meantime. And GX trying to hold on to a bit of control here. So far, 1-for-1. Support for AD. But GX a lot of loss of damage. Mirwan remains unconcerned. Flash back from Jackie's just in time. But does manage to get hit on the trap on the way out. Mirwan covering, frontlining. This one's getting a little bit awkward as it continues on. But MKoi will grab all 6 grubs.
A scattered fight better serves Koi as they can choose to disengage and re-engage.
Koi just using the Azir turret to keep pushing. Closer now following up. Alvaro in trouble. Managed to get the 3-man ultimate. Jun following up with an ulti of his own. Jojo poking a bit over the wall, but that is going to be...
Mirwin is being given a lot of freedom to free hit on that tower. He's getting a lot of damage down onto it. Going to be forced to disengage as Lot makes his way over. This opens up the Dragon. All of the objectives have gone the way of Koi so far. Herald is going to be spawning, and you imagine that this is what GX will try to contest next.
Bro, that Charizard is going crazy right now. He needs to calm.
Showing so much freedom on the Azir, and he's leveraging that to its full extent as Herald now looking to be uncontested as Koi play the patient game. They chip away at their opposition, they control the side lanes, and now they secured the next objective. And what are GX's options? Because with this comp, they want to try and team fight, but the way you do that is through these neutral objectives. And I think the step that they're skipping is by playing through a lane.
Much of a flex for me.
Threat of the Herald. Not going to gain much value as Poppy finding the flank.
Noah, Jojo going for the knockup. Mirwin finally going to find the angle to Noah. Just one-shots him. That's so much damage. Shutdown coming through those. They're at least able to take out the Azir. Closer now trying to fall off. Jackie's looking for an angle as well. Good fight so far. Bit of a back and forth, but MKoi with more members. Elyoya untouched on the backline, and he's the real threat. Finally, they're able to find a kill for Jackie's, but it cost him just about everything. A complete ace in favor of Koi.
2 kills. Mirwin, if he gets this tower, that's definitely more than enough. But a bit of a forced fight in the mid lane. The Dragon spawning at about 20 seconds. Koi will obviously be up and ready to set up for that objective as they secure another tap. Right now, Koi and GX are fighting for an opportunity to fight against Fnatic next week. TP comes in from Lot. As Koi chip away. No poke quite connecting just yet.
TP top side, Lot caught out, a lot of damage going down, is unstoppable, but gets blocked by Mirwin. Nowhere for him to go. Does manage to find a quick little sneak out, but a godlike 7-0-4.
Yes, with the top laner gone, that should be an easy objective secured. I mean, what options do GX really have? The gold gap is now so colossally huge that it comes back to this whole idea of they're going to have to find some sort of miracle to turn this game around.
I mean, the miracle is becoming progressively less intense, or more intense, you know? Started with like a face on a piece.
Jackie's or Noah could get it. It could be a game changer.
And look, Fnatic somehow won that game 3 versus BDS. You said it. Anything is technically possible in the context of this League of Legends game. But it is highly improbable.
Oh, we're aligned on that. I mean, push threat as well. The moment that GX sends someone to go and answer him, he can rotate back up to join his team.
He's also just stronger in the 1v1.
Yep.
Jojo looking for the flank. Looking for his moment to glide. Might just be having to try and pick off Lot. Big damage onto him. Instant Azir turret. Great shockwave to kick off the fight, but the Azir turret's already set up. They've already established an empire in the mid lane. GX sent packing. Could not even finish a kill.
It is just a wallet. Koi was barely affected. Only Alvaro doing his job, tanked it up. Jojo pushing closer back.
He just is so much shielding. Coming in for the boost passive there.
Options fading fast.
Watch is the answer, although sadly they don't even have vision of the objective. They'll have to wait for the scoreboard pop-up to tell them. Well, I'm sure they're very well aware. And yeesh, this is tough, right? Like game 1, you could say, again, counter picks.
Look at this level, 17 to 14. Jackie's close to ticking over, but still a full 2-level gap. The poke is not going to stop.
Yeah, this is just a steady, controlled siege. GX. Jackie Shockwave, level 14, hits multiple targets. Lot gets a full combo. Maybe there is an angle, but that is deep into the tank of Copium. Jun, unfortunately, is not hooking an ideal target. Is gonna get knocked up and just deleted. Oh yeah, now legendary. Alvaro body blocking. Jojo going for a scoop back. Noah trying to win out of the 1v1. He's doing all right thus far, but the luxury items are there. Jojo just goes golden, walks it off. The shockwave good, but it is just not enough. Koi eliminating GX, moving on to face Fnatic. The team looking like a force to be reckoned with. Almost a 15,000 gold lead. 28 minutes in.
Sub 30 minutes. They demonstrated great patience, excellent execution of their composition.